Hi, Libra Nation. This is going to be your love and life message for the week of January 8th. As always, you guys keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. Things could be opposite and roles could be reversed as well. If you're new, welcome to Somachandra Libra. This is Libra Nation. This is a channel dedicated just to Libra and also Sagittarius. Why? Because I want to. I get an unusual amount of downloads for Libra and Sagittarius, so I gave them their own channel. Link to my website for private readings and to check out my coaching practice and human design analysis is all down in the description below. I will be doing an extended reading. The link to that will be at the top of the description if you feel like you need it. All right, January 8th this week, Libra. Libra, trust your intuition this week. Your intuition is very good and you need to listen to it. This is also a week where you're going to feel very gentle. Your animal totem for the week is deer. This is actually an earth energy, a feminine energy. I associate the deer in this deck with the Empress. Very earthy. You're going to feel very compassionate this week. Notice how her ears are perked up. She's worried about her babies. She's also worried about the environment and safety. She's very cautious. I notice that deer comes out frequently when we're in sort of a survival energy as opposed to a thrive energy. I think you're very sensitive to those around you. You feel the need to be gentle, kind, compassionate. You will be compassionate this week. I think that you're on the lookout for someone or something. I sense that you're very worried about someone or something. And also really wanting to be gentle, but at the bottom of the deck is tiger, and tiger is highly intuitive. That's an animal at the top of the food chain. Deer, they're running for their lives, not so much. So I think you feel gentle and compassionate, but I also think you don't trust everything you hear all the time this week too. You're very alert. You're very on the lookout, very tapped into your own intuition. But your intuition wants to take you to a place of being grounded because deer is earth energy, tiger is fire. So listening, wanting to be kind and generous and loving to others, you're caring and worrying about others, but not more so than yourself. I'm feeling like mama bear instincts coming out in you guys. Also, this is just random, I think, outside of the reading. This looks very specific to a specific relationship or purpose, but some specific messages came out just for you and other parts of your life, Libra. We have stuck energy, fear, and creative endeavor. But two events here, a creative endeavor at the bottom of the deck that could lead to a great achievement. Okay, so there's a creative endeavor that you've been meaning to embark upon or work upon, perhaps. Perhaps you've been invited to work on a creative endeavor. Perhaps you yourself are a creative person. I'm a creative person. My creative artistic energy is like blocked up all the time. I totally understand this, but not because of fear. I don't know. So there's a creative endeavor that could lead to a great achievement for you, but you're feeling kind of stuck right now. You have to overcome some fear. So fear might be holding back your creativity and your authenticity. Spirit is acknowledging that the energy feels stuck, but you have to address the fear to get over the creative block. Spirit wants you to try to do that because if you can move past this fear and get yourself unstuck, this creative endeavor could really lead to a great achievement. Oh my God, can you guys hear that? I've been putting off doing this reading for 3 hours because there's a fucking cement truck outside. It's so loud. I'm so sorry. I think my mic should be canceling it out, but we'll see. If you hear noises and beeping, it's big trucks doing cool things outside. I'm sorry. So, but when it comes to love and when it comes to relationships, Spirit wants you to surrender a couple of things here. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone, surrender worry, and to surrender to silence. Don't say anything right now. Silence is going to heal and replenish you. There has been a situation or a person that you felt like maybe you were responsible for. This is going to be an overarching theme of the week. Maybe someone feels this way about you. Maybe you're experiencing this and seeing it around you. Maybe it's worrying you. I'm hearing and sensing that you guys are going to have a lot of transference. Those of you that are empaths, which is not fun, by the way. I'm empathic too, and it's not really fun to feel everyone else's feelings before you feel your own. There might be some of that happening for you where you just feel what someone's going through and you want to rush in and swoop in and fix it for them. Spirit's saying, It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. You cannot do the healing work for someone else. I mean, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So let go of the idea that you're responsible for the idea of fixing someone and try to make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. That's a mouthful, an anxiety-driven life. When worry arises, breathe it out of your body. Yes, I'm a somatic facilitator and coach. Trust me when I tell you that worry and anxiety, all emotions, if you do not process them and get them out, they're going to get trapped in your nervous system. They're going to get trapped in your body. And the next thing you know, anxiety and stress and worry is driving all of your behavior. Like all of it. So breathe it out of your body. Let it out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. Don't say anything. You're supposed to just be letting go of something, breathing out this stress and anxiety, and it's all around this idea that you're responsible for fixing somebody else. You're so not. But because deer came out and tiger, it's probably like you almost can't help it but sense what they're going through, worry about what they're going through. You're listening to your intuition about them. You might be waiting to hear from them. This deer just looks alert and watching and concerned. I think you're concerned. God, it took me 5 minutes to say concerned. Sorry, South Node in Gemini, I talk too much. Overall energy of the reading is the Eight of Cups, walked away, but the way you're feeling is the Two of Cups. You see yourself as the star, what you need to know, or your advice is the Nine of Cups, and the final outcome is the Nine of Wands. So Two of Cups and Eight of Wands is here. I think that there's a person that you're thinking about reaching out to. This person may reach out to you this week. The Two of Cups flipped around a lot in this deck too, but it didn't come out. So I think there's a person that you want to talk to. They may message you or want to communicate with you, and you won't know what to say back. So with the Eight of Cups, I love this Eight of Cups because his butt is so awesome. He's just like walking away with his hot ass. Bye, I gotta go. This is terribly disappointing. Eight Cups are a lot of cups to walk away from, but he's got to go. Clarifying this is the Ace of Swords, the Hermit, and the Nine of Swords. Some of you have Virgo in your chart. Perhaps you walked away from a Virgo. I feel like you know the right thing to do is to walk away. You just need to walk away. Ace of Swords, like, that's clarity. I know you love the sword. All air signs do. I'm going to say my piece. I know the truth. I'm going to cut through to the truth. I have a lot of clarity about this. I know exactly why I'm walking away. I've thought about it a lot and really stressed out. It's stressful to walk away. It's stressful to say no to something. It's stressful to leave something behind and say goodbye. I think that this is something that you're trying to do. Or if you did, it's like, oh my God, what have I done? It was very hard. It's very hard not to say anything after you walk away, right? It's really hard not to turn around and go, oh, by the way, one more thing. Yeah. It's tough to do. It's tough to make that decision, but you know the truth. And then feelings are the Two of Cups, which is frequently like where we want to talk to someone, but it's also a time where we really look ourselves in the mirror. But that's a conversation and an emotional one. Clarifying this is the Eight of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Devil. There could be a Capricorn involved, but I also have the Hanging Man, so Pisces could be here too. In this reading, what's coming out is Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. I'm sensing a little bit of Cancer in someone's South Node. Okay. So, Page of Pentacles and the Devil. You see something here. You see something that if you're not dealing with a Capricorn, poor Cap, their card is the Devil, but if you're not dealing with a Capricorn, you're seeing messages and there's communication here that you know, you might be seeing something that you see as really unhealthy. I'm also hearing hearing that you want to send messages to someone about something that you see that you know isn't healthy, and you want to like give information for them to maybe kind of help them. You're also maybe getting messages that stress you out and you're like, no, I need to let go of this, but I don't quite know how to. I think you're seeing someone else's problems and issues as well. I'm also hearing that someone has someone else in their life that gives them advice that conflicts with yours. Someone in your environment gets like conflicting stories. Okay. I wanted to know what the devil was, and I clarified the devil, and I have the Hangman, the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like there's a conversation that you want to have with someone, but you know that you shouldn't. You know that you shouldn't, and you don't know what to think, and you don't know what to do. And with the Hanging Man coming out, there's nothing you really can do. But the more you think about it and the more you stew on it, you're like, oh, I don't know. Should I say something to them? Should I not say something? Should I send a message? I'm hearing, should I tell them what I know? Now you see yourself as the star of Aquarius, healing, freedom. The star comes after the Tower, after chaos, but then clarifying this is the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the High Priestess. Here's that intuitive energy here. I think you want to free yourself from this. I think you fought long and hard to do so. This has been heartbreaking. There's been a lot of anger. There's been a lot of stress. You just want to heal from this. You just want to free yourself from this. I mean, when we walk away from something, the star is often where we're going, right? We're looking for that North Star. And with the Ace of Swords, you know, it was the right thing to do. You're mad, though, and frustrated. You feel like you have to be silent. I think you're trying to be silent and not fix someone. I think you have a lot of hope for someone else, though, too. As much as they've pissed you off, as much as they stressed you out, as difficult as it has been, I think you have just as much hope for them maybe as you do for you, yourself. Can't stop thinking about it. And it is over because the world is at the bottom of the deck. Like something ended, but you can't stop thinking about it. Someone else might be messaging you too, telling you how difficult something's been for them, how hard it is for them. They're trying to break away and they can't. And I think there's this part of you that's just not buying it. Like you're just not buying it. Someone may be saying to you, have hope, don't give up hope on me. And you're like, yeah, well, I'm feeling pretty ticked off and pessimistic about all this. This High Priestess could be someone else that you're angry with as well. Here's what you need to know, or your advice, the Knight of Cups. It's a young, watery energy. Oh, so dreamy, so idealistic. The Knight of Cups, when this energy comes out, it's a person that gets their bubble burst pretty easily because they wear their heart on their sleeve. Now, this could be the creative endeavor. You know what? I just heard something about the creative endeavor. You feel like someone else might have stolen your idea, or you disagree with their idea. Maybe someone is jealous of you and disagrees with your ideas. Like they may see you as a star, but they can't get a lucky break of some kind. They may want to talk to you about it too, and they may be very effusive. Clarifying this is Justice, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, what you need to know, Libra, is that you may have a person around you that just can't seem to get a break. And they're huffy and they're puffy and they're going to be kind of whiny and just meh. They have to deal with a consequence here. They don't want to deal with it. It's overwhelming. You yourself may deal with this. Someone's going to have their bubble burst a little bit this week. It's like the more they sit there and think about it, the more overwhelming it is. And the more they realize maybe they did this to themselves. Someone did this to themselves. You may feel that way. Someone else may feel that way. I think it's going to produce a potential desire for a conversation that's really tough. But it's not coming from you. It's coming from the environment, because the final outcome is the Nine of Wands. And look at how he's looking at that Knight of Cups. Seriously, put that cup down? I swear to God. Look at him. He's like, I can't even with you, kid. I'm sorry it's been hard on you. I'm sorry you don't know what to do with yourself. I'm sorry you're overwhelmed. I'm sorry. Why is this my problem again? I think you made it your problem for a while. I think you gave this person a lot of access to you before you walked away. It's almost like you walk away and then you're like, oh God, what are they going to do without me? They're whining and freaking out. And it stresses you out and pisses you off. Clarifying the Nine of Wands is death. Scorpio here. The Nine of Wands again. And look at in this deck, he looks annoyed and mad. Like, God. And then the Ten of Swords. Okay, so I think you literally can't hear anyone else crying to you about their problems right now. I also think that you yourself feel kind of hurt and stabbed in the back and something is over and you really just want it to be over. And I feel like someone just won't let something go, maybe. And it's hard for you to let it go as well because you thought that maybe you could fix them. And I feel like you're just on autopilot worrying about this person. Keeping tabs. Yep, here's messages. And they're stressful. You might be waiting to hear from someone about something. You're waiting for news to come in. But here's what's going on around you. And I am going to do an extended and clarify it because I feel like this person just won't leave you be. And it might not be a romantic partner or an ex. It might be a child or a family member or a friend or someone you care about that you're working with. They're a lot. Dealing with them has been a lot for you. You're like, ugh, I can't take this anymore. It's kind of unhealthy. I think you want to do something, but you know you can't. The world, they could be very far away, or this is an ending for them. They've processed this. They're the hermit. They could be the hermit. They might have been the one that walked away, and now they want to talk to you. They're super anxious, and they need to tell you something. Could be dealing with a Virgo. And they do that. They go off by themselves and figure themselves out, process their emotions, and then they come and talk. So they're going to talk to you about something that really upsets them. Could be about the two of you. It might just be stuff that's going on in their life. And you're like, this is, yeah. I wanted just a little bit more about this person for the YouTube side of the reading. And what came out of my deck was flight. Sudden realizations you're doing this to yourself. Now, because we have a flight card, which is a trauma response, but it's a literal word and the world, this could be about a flight or a long distance trip that this person wants to take. But this person might have moved away from you, like they had a flight response to something, which is just their nervous system telling them, you got to get out of here. But then they had a sudden realization they're doing something to themselves. Whatever they do to themselves, and they're having a moment of disillusionment. Disappointing clarity. What they want to say is, I fear that you will never look at me the same. It's hard for me to look at myself in the mirror, and it wasn't you, it was me. I am to be blamed. I accept fault for this. If I could turn back time, I would, and I would do it all different. I'm scared that you won't accept me now is down here. So this person is embarrassed to tell you something. They're embarrassed to talk to you about something. They want to. I feel like this person has got to give something up that's created toxicity not only in their life, but between the two of you. And they know it. And they're getting consequences. They're whining about it and you don't want to hear it. I'm hearing you say, I see them making progress, but then they just keep going backwards and they're stuck in their pain and their anxiety. And you just don't know what to do. Because here's your response to that. They wanted me to use the same deck for you. Your Temperance. Calm, cool, and collected. This is like, okay, I need to determine the purpose of what I am doing before I take my next action here. I think you're also trying to like be non-reactive, non-emotional. You're non-emotive. But this is emotional for you. This is difficult for you to do. Like whatever you're hearing, whatever you're seeing, whatever's being told to you that's hurting you and pissing you off, you know that like this is difficult for you to process, but I feel like you're still trying really hard for some reason to not be overreactive, which is good. You have a decision to make and you're at an impasse about the Page of Cups, whether or not you want to let this person talk to you again. It could also be about a child. But I feel like you're the Two of Swords to the Page of Cups. Like, I have a decision to make. Should I say something to them? Should I extend my cup? Should I extend my care and concern? It's up to you, Libra. This is a surface level choice, but you don't have a lot of information to go on, I don't think, because the moon is here, or like things are not as they seem. You're very moody about this. You're very emotional about this. So this is a choice that you're going to have to make, whether or not you want to listen to this person or listen to this scenario and be open to it and letting it go. I'm hearing something really needs to be let go of. I just think it's hard for you to let go or not be worried about that person because Deer is here and your intuition is telling you a lot about them. But you can't fix them, Libra. You really can't. Take that advice. And if this is too much for you, the Nine of Wands isn't enough. You're going to have to really close the door and say no more communication. I can't help you with this. I can't do this for you. I don't know what to do here. So I am going to do it extended because this person might be about to have a breakthrough. Because it looks like they're dealing with a lot of consequences. They want to talk to you about their demons. I want to see if they can tell you some things that are good, would be good for you to hear without dragging you into their drama. Because I feel like a part of you wants to help or at least listen, even though a part of you knows you shouldn't. Because you don't want to be involved and enmeshed in their stuff. But they do want to talk. They're just afraid to. They're afraid to. So if you feel like you need the extended to clarify what's going on with this person a little bit more deeply, the link to that will be at the top of the description below. Link to my website is a little bit further down. That's what the week of January 8th looks like, you guys. I hope it resonates and I hope it helps. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care. Bye. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.